Hey everybody, it's Mark. Just want to make a quick vid. I'm about to put my a new K&N air filter in the air box here. I already have one in here, but we just got done pollen season here, and I know it sucked in a lot of that pollen air, and it gets trapped inside there. Also, with these K&Ns, they're not. How do I word this? They protect, but they're not as thick. They don't have as much paper as like a paper one, a stock one does, which helps them with airflow, but also can, over time, they go bad quicker than a regular one does, is what I'm getting at. So what I try to do is every year, like the first week of June, I pop in. I live down in an area where there's a lot of woods, a lot of air. It's like thick with super thick, the air gets super thick with pollen, and you can wash your car, and then literally like 5-10 minutes later it's covered with pollen again. It's that bad. But anyway, I'm getting ready to change this out. There's a bunch of videos on how to do this. This isn't really a how-to vid. I just wanted to make a video. I'm about to hit a car meet tomorrow. It's also been like 3 weeks since I've had the MGW race spec shifter put in. It's been awesome, man. I'm gonna do a whole separate video on the MGW. I already did like a couple vids on it, about it, like an unboxing, talking about it, that kind of thing. I did a video when I first had it put in, but hold on a second, let me get a microfiber. So yeah, I did a video like when I first had it put in, and first impressions, that kind of thing, and I love it. It's been great. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I mean, I was worried about vibration, not so much MVH, like harshness or noise or anything like that. It's been butter smooth. There's no noise, no extra sound coming, and in fact it's quieter because the sound deadening is now doubled up between the stock foam and then the added foam from MGW. It actually sounds quieter coming through the center console now. And also, like, what else? Oh yeah, the shifter seems like it broke in a little bit more too now that I've driven it around. Like the first week I had it, I dailied it back and forth to work just to like break it in a little bit, because it does break in and soften up slightly, but it feels so good. The shifts feel butter smooth now. I mean, they really do. So yeah, one thing I like to do before I actually put this in is oh god, it's got a bunch of stickers on the ground. I don't know why they put stickers in the box. I guess they ought to for a $70 air filter. But this thing is basically like covered in oil, like saturated. And this stuff will get all over your mass airflow sensor. So what I like to do is put a little brake cleaner on a microfiber cloth and then wipe around the edges and get all that excess off of there before I put it in. Yeah, like this doesn't all need to be around the edges of the goddamn thing, This is one of those wet filters that are like oiled. They say you can clean them, like, this is supposed to be a for life filter, but I don't know, man. I don't believe in that for life shit. Never did. You would think that would be like enough, but I'm gonna spray this rag one more time and get it a little bit better, because it's a lot. Like, you put a lot of oil on this thing, man. It's too much. You don't want to suck this into your intake manifold through your throttle body. Your car will run funny for a while. Alright. Just a little bit more. People are going to think I'm like over the top, but I am over the top when it comes to my car. I'm extra protective of it. I'm big on maintenance, over maintenance. I don't believe you should ever go past 3,000 miles in any car before changing your oil. I'm that type. I'll never like drive something for 5,000 miles without changing oil. Even with my Nissan that I don't care about anymore, I won't let that go past like 4,000 miles before I change it. Anyway, so this is the new one. Let's get the old one out. These tabs, you just pop them up. You don't gotta move it that far. This one's already a little bit darker than that one. It's trapped leaves. So it's doing its job, but it's time for a new one, man. And for me, like, I don't know, $60, $70 for an air filter once a year isn't a big deal. I wanted to run this air filter because that's what Lund recommended to do. I got a Lund, it's on a Lund 93 tune, and I was gonna get like a cold air intake, and they said PMAS or don't do anything. They said PMAS or do a K&N drop in. Was exactly what two of their tuners told me, actually. Nardi and Alex, John Nardi, I think his name is. He was emailing me. He was like, dude, don't even waste your time on a JLT. I mean, he said, I'm trying to bash anybody, but it was like just a straightforward email, like, dude, either a PMAS or don't do anything. He's like, just do a drop in K&N. He's like, you'll get the same results. So that's what I wanted to do, man. Save myself a few bucks too, probably. But something like this, like, look, I don't know if it's gonna come on camera. Let me get it in the light a little bit, but dude, this is grimy as hell. It don't look so bad on this side, the top side, but the air's, it's catching it on this side. This looks grimy and funky, man. I mean, I'm gonna slip it back in the box, throw it in the shed, but I mean, if I put it back in the car, it'll probably be for like 2-3 months. Like I said, I probably won't put this back in the car, if I'm being honest, dude, because like I said, you know, I'm not rich and times are really hard, but if I can't spend $70 once a year to throw a new air filter in, like, I don't know. I know they're supposed to last like, you know, 5 years or whatever. I don't know, 3-5 years, but I don't believe in that. Not in a sport car. You want to keep everything like nice and clean, man, all the time. Oils, fluids, all that stuff new. Actually, what's next on the list is I'm going to be having all the coolant drained out, flushed out, and then new fluid, coolant fluid put in, radiator fluid. It's due. The car's a 2017. It's only got 22,000 miles on it, but still, like, let that sink in. It's a 9-year-old car, and it's got 22,000 miles on it. So that tells you like how much I'm driving it. I'm the second owner. I found it with just under 9,000. It had 8,909 miles when I found it. I got so freaking lucky with this car. I mean, dude, look. Let me take this off the stand. Look at this engine bay, man. I don't know how well that's going to come up on camera because it's adjusting. But dude, it's clean. This is a clean motor. No oil. Every once in a while I do get a little oil around the VCT sensors or actuators, whatever they are. Not quite sure, but there's never none around a gasket. I was always told with the Gen 2s you gotta watch around the valve gaskets because they have like a couple less bolts holding them down versus the Gen 3s. But like this side, yeah, this side's always like dry, but around this like one bottom one here, I'll get a little bit of oil through here sometimes. I never have any issues driving, knock on wood, knock on my head right now. But yeah, that's it. These right here, I got these off of Amazon for 90 bucks. I think they were either 80 or 90 bucks. This is one of my favorite things I've done to the car. Oh yeah, I got a video coming up next on how I spent $7,000 on this car, and it's not on boost. It has no injector upgrade, no long tube headers, none of that. So yeah, stay tuned for that one. But anyway, yeah, that's it, guys. I'm just gonna end it here. That's how you change out your air box. Like I said, it's not really a how-to vid, but yeah, you guys take care, and I'll be checking back in another day or two after I go to this car meet. So hopefully I'll walk around with the camera for a little while and Hopefully there'll be some nice cars there. But yeah, there's the 5.0, baby. Coyote till I die, as they say. Nah, I'm not a fanboy. I do love this motor though. Anyway, peace out.